So Obi Kubana has reacted to the latest development as it relates to Nnamdi Kanu being sentenced. Just to also state, Nnamdi Kanu has been moved to Sokoto Correctional Center, just as the judge, James Shaw, declared that he should be taken to protective custody while he served out his life imprisonment jail term. I am just wondering, really, what exactly is the plan of the federal government to basically have him incarcerated for the rest of his life without anything to basically prove that he did what they actually said that he did. If the Nigerian law says if somebody is rendered internationally, then you can't try him. I'm wondering what law really is he's been tried and been jailed for life. It's crazy and it's really unfolding in our own eyes. So many persons have reacted, so many Igbos. In fact, Ohanes and Igbo have stated clearly this is an affront on the Igbo nation, and beyond that, it's like sentencing Igbos to life imprisonment in Nigeria. That's exactly what how they coined it. I cannot read for you everything that is said, but they were well worded, stating that it's just crazy. And I'm really stunned that up until now, more than 24 hours since that has happened, the governors have been quiet. They haven't said anything. And I don't know if it is for fear of the unknown, because I really don't know why they'll be quiet. The reason I say this is because when Sunday Igboho was having his ordeal with the Buhari administration, Sanwo-Olu came out and was, you know, it's not necessarily defending Igboho. He was just basically saying that we have this under control. You know, I am wondering why we haven't had governors from the southeast, even governor of Abia State too, who has been in the forefront. He has been vocal a little bit more about, I mean, at least much more than his counterpart. He has said a few things about Nnamdi Kanu, saying that he will be released soon. I mean, he has made those declarations. And I'm just wondering what would become of Nnamdi Kanu now that he's been incarcerated. And another thought, so many persons have also started reading meaning to the fact that he's been taken to Sokoto State's correctional facility just because the Nigerian state doesn't. If they had kept him at Kuje Correctional Center, the Kuje Correctional Center would almost look like a carnival or maybe a pilgrimage of some sort for the people of the southeast coming to visit him and and all that. So the reason why they posted him to Sokoto is because he'll be far away from home and they will reduce that number of people who will probably be coming to visit him. And I just laugh. Sokoto is in Nigeria, and for the life of me, Sokoto is not that far to say, oh, Igbos will not be able to go and visit him if I thought they take him to Sokoto. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me if people who really want to see Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow, they drive themselves all the way in convoy all the way from here to Sokoto, they will not see him. No. I mean, the thoughts about it is even just delusional. I think I saw it on Shore's page where he was saying that the reason why they took him to Sokoto correctional facility is because if they kept him anywhere in the south or in the north central, it would be easy for Igbos to have access to him. But if they take him to Sokoto, for instance, it will be easy, you know. It will not be easy, it will not be easy, rather, instead of this being easy, it will not be easy for Igbos to visit him in Sokoto. And I'm like, are there no Igbos in Sokoto State? You'll be shocked there are people who even love him more in Sokoto than even his home state. You'll be shocked, But it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure that a lot is happening behind the worlds, behind the scenes, So many conspiracy theories, so many conspiracy theories. Many people say that they offered him certain things and he refused to take it, and so because of that, the government is going all out on him. And this is one of the all outs, that the government is practically doing against him. I'm just even shocked to my bones that at a time where we have this Christian persecution hanging around, with the United States of America designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern, with the attendant issues that might come up from that, one would have thought that with our vice president and the presidents being Muslims, we will be circumspect, given that Nnamdi Kanu is a Christian from the south, and it almost seemed as if all this hue and cry about Christian persecution is falling on deaf ears, and giving the latest with all the abductions we are seeing since the president of the United States made that pronouncement. We've seen over time, since then and now, a heightened increase in attacks on Christian communities. The Kebbi State attack, we're still having that, still not even attended to. We have Niger State, just happened just a few days ago, and then we also have the federal government saying that they're closing down unity schools, in the north because of those attacks. And then we saw the Kwara State church attack that happened at Eruku, where the so-called attack was filmed, was streamed live. It's crazy. So by the time you look at everything in in the way and manner that it has gone, you would ask yourself, really, does this government really listen to the people? Do they read the room? My mind is just going back and forth regarding this, really. Obi Kubana, one of Igbo's sons and billionaire, of course, is a very popular a man from Anambra State, has also waded in on some of what has happened, and he's urging the president to release Nnamdi Kanu. Now, let me read what he wrote. He says, "Umunnem, the events of the past few days has left everyone perplexed and downcast, starting with the designation of Nigeria by the USA as a country of particular concern, the kidnap of the schoolgirls in Kebbi, kidnap of churchgoers in Kwara, the killing of Brigadier General, the sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu, and most recently, the kidnap of over 50 students from the Catholic school in Niger State. The mood in the country is so bad, and most reasonable people are worried. On two auspicious occasions, amidst numerous engagements within the last 3 months, myself, alongside other well-meaning Nigerians, have sat down on the table with the Deputy Speaker and then with the son of the president, and the burning issues discussed were this insecurity, the new tax regime as it affects businesses, ease of doing business in the country, customs, FIRS, NAFDAC, and the political solutions that can lead to the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I can tell you that numerous efforts have been going on these issues. My dear brothers and sisters, this is no time to further divide us. A lot of people have been tirelessly working behind the scenes, devoting time and resources to see our brother Nnamdi Kanu is freed and reunited with us. One thing is very clear here: no Igbo man or woman will have peace if MNK does not regain his freedom, and Ali Igbo will never be the same again. Tempers are high, words are being exchanged, but one thing is also clear: we all want MNK out, and we will never rest till MNK is out. Our dear President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, this is the time for you to heed the cry of our people and free Nnamdi Kanu. Profound. Most importantly, we are working on a Nigeria where each of us can live and operate freely without fear, regardless of ethnicity, religion, and culture. Constructive agitation remains the bedrock upon which great societies are built, but solutions will only be found on the negotiation table. Dalunu Umunne. And there's so much have been written in reaction to this, because I think I'm reading this from this Facebook page. Ojiri replied and says, "What office does Sheyi Tinubu occupy in Nigeria?" What a question. Gladys UC Hard says, "Person no talk because he's observing things no mean say him no one talk or he no pain him. This matter has been paining every Onyibo. Make una take it easy up on people talking out now, please." For the person who is asking, what office does Sheyi Tinubu occupy in Nigeria? I mean, you'll be shocked at the influence or the influences that Sheyi Tinubu, his son of the president, has. I mean, over some ministers. Yeah, Sheyi Tinubu can see his father anytime. The ministers cannot see the president anytime. just to let you know the extent. All this while that you're seeing that the president's two sons will be following him, and in fact, there were even raging issues when the president traveled to one of the countries, and both of them were in the entourage, and they even shook him first before the minister shook him. You think saying abuse? This is Nigeria, dear. Hillary says, "You just woke up, Abi. You guys are happy with the sentence so far." Well, the comments on Obi Kubana ranges from people who are excited that he is speaking out, and others who are not happy that he's just speaking about it. How come he never mentioned that he was also helping in discussions and negotiations about the trial of Nnamdi Kanu? So it's just devastating, and I don't think there's any Igbo man on earth who has heard about or have followed this story that is happy about the sentencing. It's not yet over. We still have appeal courts to go to, but people are saying that I mean, who controls the appeal court? But some persons have also pointed to the direction that in 2022, when he was discharged, it was the appeal court that discharged and acquitted him. And I'm not sure the appeal court will now come and say something totally different from what they have done before. The appeal court at that time quashed everything because the prosecution counsel, or not the prosecution counsel, the defense counsel was able to establish that Nnamdi Kanu was internationally rendered, and Nigeria, according to our laws, you cannot try somebody who has been internationally rendered. This is just so unfortunate. Malami, who is the mastermind of that rendition, is not. In fact, he has moved to ADC, he has left the APC, and I would have thought that this government will look at the facts on the ground, given what the law has said, free this man. I mean, I really cannot wrap my head around it. It's still a mirage. It's still a ruse. Because I posted on my Facebook that I think I'm dreaming. I'm not in real life that you are sentencing somebody to life imprisonment for something you cannot even prove. There's no proof that to whatever it is that you say that. And the people who have killed people who have taken arms against the nation, are walking freely, are even integrated into the society. And you want people like from the southeast to be excited. No, it's just not possible. This is in the injustice taken too far, and there will be consequences. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you as always.